Hey guys, Ponce here again. I just wanted to briefly discuss the new champion that was, well, finally actually confirmed by Riot, Lucian. You guys might remember a while ago there was that whole thing that was leaked or something, and apparently he's like considerably different from that whole concept art thing they were doing back then. So yeah, I don't want to like fool anyone here. He's not released in the public test realm. I'm not, providing you gameplay footage. Just want to get that clear because I'm not. I know there's a lot of crap and weird videos out there that don't actually have anything to do with the champion this early in release. So that'll come eventually. If you're looking for that, you can go somewhere else. That's no problem. I don't mind. Um, but if you want to come back at a later date, I'll put the links in both the description and like an annotation form. Just look at the top left-hand side of the screen at probably the beginning of the video or something. I'll have actual links to gameplay, when I have more concrete things to say. So yeah, you can check that out later. That's no problem. Or follow me, then you get anyway, no more advertising. Yeah, so yeah, I was just kind of wanted to sort of express my thoughts on this. Apparently, it's actually going to be an AD carry. I mean, there's not too much debate there, I would think. But regardless, the thing I thought was kind of interesting about him was that apparently one of the few things that's confirmed is he has absolutely no CC, which can mean two possible things. It can either mean he's going to have overwhelming Kog'Maw style damage and just like blow everyone. But the thing is, even Kog'Maw is a slow, which makes me think he's not going to be that. I think generally fitting with his sort of dark assassin-y, shadowy lore kind of thing, hunter of evil. Probably it's going to mean very high mobility to make up for his lack of CC. That's going to be my guess. And I don't think. I mean, it's possible it's going to be just a straight up blink like Ezreal or something, but I would hope for something a bit more creative. But you never know. I mean, if it's just a blink, if the rest of his kit is interesting, it's not a huge deal. Other than that, damage mechanic wise, I suspect we're probably going to see some sort of mark the wicked, condemn, blah 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 type thing where you put a mark on someone and then extra damage happens. There's probably going to be something to that effect. That's just my guess out there. So I'm going to throw that out there, and you can come back and say, Ponce, you were wrong, like next week or something. But at any rate, the other thing I wanted to kind of speculate on is this is probably what people would be most interested in. Is like when in theory he might be released on the public test realm. Now, I've been doing this public test realm stuff for a while now, so I'm pretty well versed in when stuff gets released. Now, if I were to make a guess, I would say it's probably not next week. Because the patch has not been, the patch they're working on right now in the public test realm, the Udyr legendary skin one, that hasn't been released yet. So they're probably not going to cram everything into one patch like this, and it's been a while since the last patch, and lately they seem to like to fit a patch in between champions that doesn't have a champion, so that'll probably happen, and then my guess is the patch after that is going to be Lucian plus probably the Master Yi remake or something like that, although the Master remake may happen earlier. That's just my guess, it's not going to happen. So if I were to venture a further guess, I'd say the patch with Udyr Ultimate Skin, whatever it's called, Spirit Guard, is going to be released next week, hopefully. Because if it's not, then it keeps getting pushed back. They still have to add Udyr death animations in, which might push that back further. I don't know. And if that's the case, they usually don't put the champion out on the week the champion or the previous patch came out on the public test realm. So that probably means the week after next week. So that's going. Let's check the date here. What is it now? It's the 4th currently. So probably, I would guess maybe around the 16th or something he might be available for testing. But that makes a huge gap between him and Aatrox. So maybe they might rush it and do something, late next week. Next Thursday, the 11th or something of July. So it's really hard to say. Like, the schedule has been made very strange. It hasn't been keeping up to the schedule at all. Not that there is a schedule, but like the previous pattern that's set of once per month has kind of been thrown off a bit. So it's sort of making things difficult for me to try and figure out when stuff is available. So yeah, that's my guess in terms of that. Other than that, this has nothing to do with the important champion. I guess it's sort of important. But in terms of voice acting, I have a couple ideas the direction they're going to go with this. Now, probably what they're most likely going to do is, he's like that. His lore indicates he's sort of this. He's the righteous crusader, has been not corrupted, but became kind of more edgy and dark. The whole shtick that they do in media with that sort of character. And he's become a bit dark over the years, but he's still a righteous guy that hunts whatever, and he's out for vengeance now. Blah blah blah. So my guess is they're probably gonna do this, voice that, the assassin-y, I'm trying way too much to be a hard ass sort of voice, like, I don't know, the darkness will not, that kind of, I will have my vengeance kind of thing. Well, the voice wouldn't go out. But in any case, something along those lines. Now, the other weird thing they might do, they probably won't, but that sort of weird kind of media trope character type they keep using? It's that the enlightened black guy who sounds like has a vaguely foreign accent but doesn't really exist in reality. They keep doing. I'm thinking like Inquisitor Toth from Dawn of War. You know how that guy sounds? Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But it's this weird mix of sort of a pseudo-British accent with something maybe North African. I don't even really know what the hell this is supposed to be, but it's like, Captain Thule, I will gift you the magical hammer, God Splitter. It sounds very strange, and I don't know where it's from. But maybe that sounded more like George Takei, I don't know. But at any rate, that's all I have to say on this champion for now. So you can look forward to the gameplay stuff when he's released. That's more kind of my specialty, not rambling on about God knows what. So I hope you found this at least somewhat informative and on some level vaguely entertaining. I'll see you guys around. Look forward, like I said, to the videos, the release skin. I'll probably do an ability preview, all the usual stuff. So see you guys around. Thanks for watching again. Goodbye.